Okay, great. So N2 is, we're all about turning neighborhoods into communities. Here's a sample of some of the publications that we've have nationwide. N2 was founded in 2004. We have over 950 publications nationwide. Here in the DFW Metroplex, like I said, we have 51 publications. So we're way past the point of trying to figure out what works and what doesn't work, who is and who isn't a good fit for us to partner with. And as you can see, in 2009, our sales spiked as the economy crashed. Now, the reason is we became very appealing to both large businesses with large advertising budgets who are trying to become more efficient with their spending, as well as small to mid-sized businesses who, traditionally relied exclusively on word-of-mouth advertising, or they never advertised before. Now, our potential partners, they want to know, what is it that we're doing differently than other forms of media aren't doing? Well, the reason is we take a different approach. All of our content comes directly from our readers, so our businesses, they know it's getting read. Now, businesses have been trying to be more cost effective to reach their target audience. And smart businesses, they want to know, who am I trying to get my name in front of, and what are the best ways to consistently stay in front of those types of customers. So there's the broad-based advertising. Obviously, all advertising, they works at some level, otherwise it wouldn't exist. Just all doesn't work for all businesses in the same way. You got broad-based advertising. The great thing about broad-based advertising is that it goes everywhere. However, the biggest complaint we hear from our business partners is that it goes everywhere. It's expensive, has a lower readership because there's lower relevance. And often it goes to the wrong people, so there's a lot of waste. Now, then you have local media. Now, local media is more targeted, but one of the problems we've heard about is that there's so much of it that our residents often view it as junk mail. Now, smart businesses, they know that there's a difference between sending something to someone and actually reaching them. Now, what we do is not a good fit for everyone. Now, we're designed for the business that wants to be really efficient with their dollars. They know exactly what type of client they'd like to have more of, and appreciate our method of targeting their advertising directly to them. And by the way, what types of these traditional methods have you done in the past? Well, businesses who are the best fit for us aren't looking for a ton of phone calls because they know a single relationship from our communities has huge value for their business. Reason number 2 is, there isn't a shortage of businesses who want to develop a relationship with these affluent homeowners. They don't respond to traditional marketing in the same way, and typically they only use businesses who their friends and neighbors trust. These residents, they live very busy lives, and they thought the publication was junk, and they never take the time to submit articles or photos. Some of our residents, they send us like 20 pictures of their kids every single month, and other residents send us an article every 6 to 12 months. Regardless of their level of involvement, they all love reading about themselves and about their neighbors. It's for the residents and it's by the residents. And the bottom line is, what our businesses care about is that their name is getting seen by the people they really want more word of mouth from. And they know we're the best way to help them do that. Now, reason number 3 is, from the outside looking in, sometimes our neighborhoods can be viewed as private. When we began putting events together for them, we found there really was a desire for that community connection, and they love socializing with each other. As we connect with our residents at these events, we get a unique story. We get unique story ideas from them. And businesses are obviously not there with their clipboard signing up people for free estimates, but they start to build relationships with our residents, and they become more of a fabric of the community. And some of our business partners, they could care less about attending events, and they just love the fact that they're getting seen each month in the publication. While there are other partners that are more social, and they like the idea of meeting some residents. If we invited you to an event to meet our residents, is that something that you'd be interested in? Great. Smart business owners, they know about they know that business is all about relationships, and relationships, they take time, and which is why most of our partners work with us for 36 issues. Our partners, they know that they're not going anywhere, and our neighborhoods aren't going anywhere, and they can't think of a time they wouldn't want to be in front of our residents. Of course, it also doesn't hurt that they get the best rates either. And another bonus, as part of the 36 issue package, we give our partners a chance to have 2 featured stories in the publication that highlights their business, and explains what makes them different. We've seen businesses use testimonials or pictures of resident families in their ads to really make them stand out and gain additional credibility. We have 2 options for ad design. Some businesses, they have a designer on staff or a marketing agency design their ad, but most businesses would rather have us take care of that for them versus wasting their time sitting at a computer trying to design the ad themselves. We have a great program. Our ad team does all of the ad creation for a one-time charge of $399, and the businesses get to keep those ad proofs for their own use, so you can use them in different advertisement places you advertise on, and you can make any changes to the ad at no additional cost. Do you have a person on staff to do the ad for you, or would you need our help for that? That's great. Really, the main benefit, I think, along with what we've already discussed, is that our product, it sits on the countertops, it's on the coffee tables, and it's consistently being used and read by some of the most affluent and hard to reach residents in the area. The goal for our businesses is to build trust in their brand, so when the need for their service arrives, they're one of the first businesses that our residents think of using. Our businesses are considered supporters, not solicitors. Now, this is not a massive expense where our partners have to call a budget committee hearing to decide if this is a fit or not. Our average partner spends under $400 per month for 36 months to partner with our communities, so it's a no-brainer either way. Now, while I show you the actual publication, what I like to do is ask the business owners to put themselves in the shoes of one of our residents. Would they see themselves or their spouse reading the publication each month? And if that answer is yes, then we have the right neighborhoods for the business, then we end up partnering together. If not, this is not a good fit, and that's fine as well.